Okay, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. We about to go all the way in, man. Make sure you hit that PayPal, hit that Cash App, hit that Super Chat, man. We going in. Trump destroyed the liberals. He finally did what I wanted him to do. Fight back. And I realized what he was doing. He was laying low. Because he knew that he had this in store. He had the obvious in store. This was the obvious thing to do, what his legal team did. Show a video montage of liberals doing everything they're accusing him of, but worse. They're constantly calling people liars. Liars, liars, liars. Violent, violent, violent. They're constantly beating you over the head. And I'm about tired of Don Lemon. He's turned, and Anderson Cooper and CNN, they turned that show into, they're not even news reporters. They're just on there, like, talking about people, shading people. You got Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper every night just shading people. Like some guys in a beauty parlor or something, some hairdressers in a beauty parlor, just on CNN. CNN will turn into like a beauty parlor. Just a bunch of dudes in there doing hair and talking greasy about people and gossiping and doing rumors. But anyway, Trump's legal team destroyed the liberals. I mean, destroyed them. As you know, I've got tons of footage of all these riots. And I'm going to be re-releasing some of this footage of these riots in real time as we covered it on my live streams. As we covered these riots and this violence that the liberals did for months and months and months and months and months and months. Every day, every city. Chattanooga, Des Moines, Omaha. Every day, tearing these cities apart. Birmingham, Louisville. Every city, every little town, every little place, they were just protesting and destroying things every day. And they try to say, well, we were protesting for rights. No, you weren't protesting for rights. Why wasn't you protesting for the rights of the children that Rashad Brooks abused that got him 7 years in prison? Why weren't you protesting for the woman that George Floyd robbed at gunpoint that got him his second bid in the pen for armed robbery? His second bid. How many people you know did 2 stints in the pen for armed robbery? Why weren't you out there protesting for the woman that was sexually assaulted by Saint Jacob? Huh? Why weren't you protesting for them? Talking about they out there. Well, we were out there for social. You weren't out there for nothing. You were out there to get out the house during the damn pandemic. And it's about time somebody called it out. They used that protesting as a way to be out in public during the pandemic, during the lockdowns. Those white liberals are slick. And then they realize, oh, we can use this to get rid of Trump. And get everybody riled up. And because it's going to be early voting because of the pandemic, we get all these black folk riled up to vote early. And all these other white liberals riled up to vote early. And we get all these votes in. And by the time everybody sees that this is a sham, and this has nothing to do with black lives or black people or police brutality or criminal justice system or prison reform, their votes are already in. And we got to be outside during the pandemic while everybody else was in the house. Social distancing and quarantining. You got 1,000 black liberals downtown talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, dancing and drums, having drum circles. And dancing and having socials, and every time the camera comes, Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. But most of the time they just sitting out there socializing and walking through the streets and being teenagers and walking through sections of the city that they would never go to without a police escort. But the main reason I want to show you guys that Trump's legal team destroyed, and I mean destroyed, the liberals, destroyed the Democrats. Now they're bringing race into it, and they're using black women. Their base, the ones who saved America, their mascot, black women, are being used as victims now.
Let me also bring something else up. I'll briefly say that defense counsels put a lot of videos out in their defense, playing clip after clip of black women talking about fighting for a cause or an issue or a policy. It was not lost on me as so many of them were people of color and women, and black women.
Cause didn't y'all say y'all saved America? Which one is it? Y'all got out in the streets and y'all fought and y'all got for black men getting shot by police, right? Where the dude that looked like Kevin Samuels getting shot by the police? Huh? Where the O'Shea Duke Jackson getting shot by the police? You don't see them brothers getting shot by police. It's criminals getting shot by police. Dudes in the commission of crimes, no matter how petty. When the police come lock you up, you under arrest. Stop fighting with them. And that's who black women chose to say they fighting for. Okay, you did it. You was on the front lines. You saved America. You got nothing for your children. You got nothing for your children. Nothing for your children. Nothing for your families. All you got was open borders. You ain't get no stimulus check. You did all that for nothing. You got open borders. That's all you got. And men competing against your daughters in athletics. Now your daughter on the track team got to run against a full-grown man when she competing. That's all you got. And you were the face of the movement, and now that Trump shows a video montage of you being the face of this movement, stirring up violence, inciting riots, inciting protests, now all of a sudden it's racist. Now all of a sudden you want to hide. You don't want to be out front. You don't want to be the face of the Democratic insurgency, the new Democratic Party, the Democratic takeover. You don't want to be the face of it no more. 2 months ago, you were online fighting with Latina women over, no, we were the face of it. We the ones who got the Democrats elected. We the ones who got the Democrats elected. Telling everybody from the highest mountaintop, you the one that got Trump out, got the Democrats elected. He showed a bunch of videos of you out there saying the same thing he was saying about fighting. Same thing he was doing, you allege he was doing, inciting riots, telling people to get out in the streets and tear stuff up and to not be polite, and if you see these people, harass them and all this stuff. Maxine Waters Stacey Abrams, all y'all out there, and now all of a sudden you want to hide your hands and talk about, well, racist. If you show those clips of us doing it, it's racist, and you're attacking black women. That's what lets me know. Once Democrats had to go to the race thing, because they didn't go to the race thing at first. First, they were just attacking Trump on the riots, even though there was a little race involved, but they were attacking him on the riots. Once Trump's defense destroyed them with that video montage, all of a sudden, you only chose black women. Well, goddamn, didn't y'all tell us you were the ones who saved America? He's showing videos of you saving America.
Clip of black women talking about fighting for a cause or an issue or a policy. It was not lost on me as so many of them were people of color and women, and black women. Black women like myself, who are sick and tired of being sick and tired for our children. Your children. Our children. This summer, things happened that were violent, but there were also things that gave some of us black women great comfort. Seeing Amish people from Pennsylvania standing up with us.
What the hell is this woman talking about? Seeing Amish people from Pennsylvania standing up with y'all? What the hell is she talking about? That gave you comfort? These black women have destroyed the black community with this single mother movement. Yes, the men are complicit too. However, women do the choosing. In relationships, women do the choosing. Ask any pimp. Women do the choosing. They choosing. You can say what you want. You can call her 1,000 times. You can bring her. She gonna choose who she gonna be with. Women do the choosing. Everyone knows that. They've destroyed these communities. Their sons are being murdered every day in the streets by each other. They say nothing about it. The cops who patrol these violent, dangerous neighborhoods that a woman like her wouldn't be caught dead in. Well, she may be caught dead, but a woman like her would avoid at all costs. She would never live in these neighborhoods now that she's got two nickels to rub together. Soon as the cops come around, and they come around often, all the time, they're constantly dealing with their sons, constantly dealing with these black women's sons, these single mother raised sons, constantly. Thousands and thousands of interactions in the over 17,900 police departments in this country. And basically 18,000 police departments in this country. You can go to each one of the 18,000 police departments in this country, and her sons are tearing up the city, broad daylight shootings, knocking over elderly people, playing a knockout game, robbing women in broad daylight, assaulting women and shooting people. Broad daylight. Not like under an overpass down by the lake. Broad daylight downtown. Everybody looking. And one police in one of these 18,000 jurisdictions gets in a fight with one of their sons. The many fights they get in every day with their sons that we don't hear about because nobody gets shot. But one of their sons gets shot in one city, in a city you never heard of, Kenosha. And here she come wanting to protest and talk about Now she out there talking about justice. Well, sister, where was you the 20 times that boy been arrested? The 2 times he been to the penitentiary. The 15 times he been suspended. The 2 times he been expelled. We don't see you till he gets shot by a police officer in the commission of a crime while resisting arrest.
That gave some of us black women great comfort. Seeing Amish people from Pennsylvania standing up with us, members of Congress fighting up with us. And so I thought we were past that. I think maybe we're not. There are long-standing consequences, decisions like this that will define who we are as a people, who America is. We have in this room made monumental decisions. You all have made monumental decisions. We've declared wars, passed civil rights acts, ensured that no one in this country is a slave. Every American has the right to vote, unless you live in a territory. At this time, some of these decisions are even controversial, but history has shown that they define us as a country and as a people. Today is one of those moments, and history will wait for our decision.
She thought she killed it. You can't tell her she ain't just killed that speech. That was a weak ass, that was like that Amanda Gorman stuff. Like, they're just dry, weak speech. Now they gonna pump her up, this lady up as the next big thing. Where's Skeeter Mills when you need him? Where's Tyrone Cooper when you need him? And the reason I say that is to wish no harm on this sister, but because why she not talking about that? That happens all the time. If you talking about Trump is doing something to black women by showing y'all inciting riots, he's showing videos of y'all inciting riots, inciting looting, lying, disparaging his name, talking about physically harming him. If him showing videos of that is somehow racism towards black women and doing something bad to black women, well, sister, what's your opinion about Skeeter Mills? What's your opinion about Tyrone Cooper and all the Tyrone Coopers and all the Skeeter Millses of the world? That happen every day, all day, in every black community. What's your thought on the fact that now, since 2020, black people, 13% of the population, are responsible for 60% of the murders in this country? It used to be 50. Now it's 60. What's your thought on that, sister? That your sons are out here responsible for 60% of the murders in this country. And 95% of the murders that they commit are against other black people. Children, women, riding in their cars, at cookouts, at the barbershop, at the liquor store. Playing in their rooms. What's your thought on that, sister? Since you're telling us that Trump is so bad for showing videos of y'all wishing bodily harm on him and telling people to go out and loot and destroy their cities. What's your thought on those things, sisters? No comment, right? All right. I rest my case. Get in the comment section, like, subscribe, donate. Peace. I'm out.